Hello students, in this video we will complete the exercises of this chapter. Okay, so come to the exercise portion. Okay, for exercise A, fill in the blanks. The Gupta Empire was founded by Sri Gupta, and second one, Samudragupta was known as a Napoleon of India, and third, Kalidasa was a famous poet in the court of Chandragupta Vikramaditya. Fourth, Kumara Matyas assisted the princes to govern the provinces during the Gupta period. Fifth number, agriculture remained the primary occupation of the people in Gupta Empire. Now match the following. Ayurvedic medicinal system and uses, here will be Vagbhatta, and Meghdutta, there will be Kalidasa, and Panch Siddhantika, this is written by Varaha Mira, and Aryabhatyam, this is by the Aryabhatta, and Panchatantra, this is written by Vishnu Sharma. Now choose the correct answer. Already you have completed, but once you can say, which Gupta emperor was accomplished Veena player? Here will be Samudragupta. Which university did the Gupta emperors support? Here will be Nalanda. This temple is the abode of the Gupta period sculptures. Here will be Dashavatara temple. Now fourth, Skandagupta is the last able ruler of the Gupta dynasty. Fifth one, the iron pillar at Mehrauli in Delhi was built by the Guptas. Now come to the answer the following questions in briefly. In 1 or 2 lines you have to write the answer. What were the origins of the Guptas? Now this is in page number 89. Okay, come to the page number 89. So Gupta Empire setting is there. Some historians believe that the original kingdom of the Guptas comprised present day Eastern UP and Bihar at the end of the 3rd century CE. They had their center of power at the Prayag, from where they spread to the neighboring regions. This much you have to write. Now come to the question number 2nd. Question number 2nd. Name any 3 literary works in the Gupta period. This is in page number 96. Okay, page number 96 from the literature. Any 3 you can write. Okay, any 3 literary works of Gupta period from here. Now come to the next question. Question number 3rd. List the items which were exported during the Gupta period. This is in page number 93. Okay, come to the page number 93. Okay, economy heading is there. Okay, from here you can write silk, cotton, spices, medicine, priceless gemstones, ivory, pearl and precious metal, perfumes and steel were some of the items exported. Now come to the next question. Question number 4. Which territories were a part of the indirect rule of Samudragupta? So here you have to write Dakshinapatha. Okay, Dakshinapatha. You have to write in a full sentence answer. Okay. Now 5th, why was the Gupta period also known as the Golden Age of India? This is in page number 89. Okay, come to the page number 89. Okay, page number 89. Okay, the Gupta period was, you have to write Gupta period saw economic prosperity and glorious achievements in the science, technology, art and architecture, literature, mathematics, religion and philosophy. Hence the Gupta period is also referred to as the golden age in Indian history. Okay, now come to the next question. Okay, now come to the exercise E first. Okay, E first is there. Answer the following questions in detail. Okay, now you have to write in detail. Okay, first elaborate the military achievements of Samudragupta. Okay, this is in page number 90. Come to the page number 90. Okay, page number 90. Samudragupta heading is there. Okay. Okay, you can write. Samudragupta ruled the Gupta Empire from 335 CE to 380 CE. He is one of the greatest conquerors in Indian history. He was dubbed as the Indian Napoleon because of his monumental achievements and remarkable military powers. Now you can write from the next paragraph. Okay. Samudragupta defeated the 9 rulers of Aryavarta in the north and annexed their kingdoms. Next, he defeated the 12 rulers of Dakshinapatha in the south. Okay, in the south. This much you have to write. Now come to the next question. Question second. What was the administrative structure of the Gupta Empire? This is in page number 92. Now you have to write about the administrative structure of the Gupta Empire. This is in page number 92. Administration heading is there. Okay. You have to write. The Gupta Empire had a hierarchical system of administration. The Gupta kings took up elaborate titles such as Parameshwara, Maharaja Dhiraja and Param Bhattarka. Okay. Now, they were the central figure of the administration. They were assisted by a council of ministers known as Amatyas. Now, the empire comprised of several provinces, districts and villages. Okay. Now, if you want to write more, next you can write. Each district was governed by a Vishayapati with the help of Abhikarna. The village was headed by the village chiefs. This much. Okay. Now come to the next. Now come to the question number 3rd. Describe the economy and religious life in the Gupta Empire. This is in page number 93. You have to write about the economy and religious life. Okay. First you can write from the economy. Agriculture was the main occupation of the people. Okay. The Guptas had a prosperous economy where large amounts of gold and silver coins were issued. Small scale industries emerged. Internal as well as external trade and commerce flourished in empire. Now you have to write about the religious life. The Gupta dynasty was marked by the revival of the transformed Hinduism and Vedic rituals. The Guptas were devout Vaishnavas or the followers of Lord Vishnu. Now, there is amalgamation of various sects in the Gupta period. Prominent of them were Vaishnavism, Shivism, and the Shakti cult. Okay, this much you can write. Now come to the next question. Question number 4. Explain the art and architecture of the Gupta period. Okay, this is in page number 94 and 95. We have to write about the art and architecture. This is in page number 94. Okay. First we have to write about the art. The Indian art and architecture was at its zenith during the Gupta period. The fresco paintings of the Gupta artists still retain the luster and freshness in their colors. Now come to the architecture. Architecture also witnessed a significant development in this period. The temples were built using stone bricks, whereas the Buddhist chaityas were rock cut. This much, if you want to read this line, very important. The Santara temple at the Deoghar, one of the earliest surviving temples is an abode of many important Gupta period sculptures. Now come to the last question. Okay, last question. Write a note on the scientific progress in the Gupta period. Okay, this is in page number 94. Students, when you complete the question number 5, okay, from there you can complete from the snapshot also. Okay, so come to the question number 5. This is in page number 94. Okay, so you can write from here. The Gupta period was marked by the radical advancement in the fields of science, mathematics, astronomy and medicines. Aryabhatta, a well-renowned mathematician, wrote the book Aryabhatyam, in which he suggested that the day and night phenomena occurs due to the rotation of the earth. He explained the planetary movement, causes of eclipses and the positions of the other celestial bodies like the sun and the moon, as well as you can write. Another notable mathematician and astronomer was Varahamihira, author of Panchsiddhantika, which means the 5 theories in astronomy. Now Vagbhatta, noted medical practitioner, wrote a book on the Ayurvedic medicine system. You can write the concept of zero and the decimal system were also developed by Indians. This much you can write, and from this paragraph, okay, from this paragraph you can complete the snapshot also. Okay.